Good evening. Time is at about 4:15. I couldn't do a live video today. I was quite awkward, to be honest, and but I thought I will quickly take you through trades today. Today is being a directional movement of FinNifty, but however, there were some bit of a volatility here and there. Let me quickly take you through what I meant, right? So here, as you can see here, so there is definitely one down, two up, three down, four up, and then pretty much I think after 11:55 there was definitely, I think there was some bit of a movement here. But then if you look at MACD, I don't think there is a significant movement there at MACD. If you look at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I think 7. So I think that's while it is directional, but then if somebody is doing a strangle, they might get really fall into the trap of losing on the PE side, which I also did to some extent. But however, let me also talk about the rationale of my trades today, right? So today, I pretty much linear regression was showing a downward trend, and also open interest similar. I know it got closed now, but then overall open interest was 0.45. That's what I remember seeing. PCR at least, and I think this doesn't have a PCR chart. Let me just see. There is a PCR chart. No, there is no PCR chart, at least. There is no PCR chart, but I think OI Pulse has a PCR chart, but that's all right. So PCR anyway, it started definitely went down and then it picked up a little bit, but overall I did not see PCR moving above 0.8. I think that's definitely gives some bit of a sense that it's got a bearish day. Except I think 5 minutes and 3 minutes linear regression showed the downward trend, but I think let me look at 20 minutes. I think it showed upward trend, but even 20 minutes it's pretty much closed around the 2 sigma. I think that's definitely important. I think 45 minutes also showed upward trend or a downward trend, apologies. And anyway, I was staying predominantly 15 minutes or the 5 minutes. In fact, I started with 3 minutes one, which was absolutely downward trend. And just that the 3 minutes originally it was showing at about 22,400 closure somewhere here. I think 380, but I don't think it happened. But I later on moved on to 5 minutes time frame, which is about 96%, which is quite massive for a downward trend. So anyway, this is what which happened, pretty much downward trend. So what I did was I started the day with CE only. I started selling 2300, and then eventually I got into 2300, and then I think I started 23200. So the day I started by selling 23200, and then eventually that is somewhere here, and then eventually moved to 23100 somewhere here, and then 2300, and then slowly I start moving. But then here, I think I don't call it as a mistake, but then it's more of a risk management, right? So here I started selling 23750 and then 23800 as well. Both obviously did not work because market started falling. So then eventually I had to exit, and finally I ended up at a straddle of 22600, which I think pretty much stayed there. It closed about 22596, and I think that's what which market closed, and the straddle definitely helped me to gain some money. So as I've been saying, it's not about winning or losing, but it's all about understanding the trade, and then especially some of the winning trades, right? So as I said, trading anyway, there are 90% people lose money. That's the statistic says. But there are some trades which would give us some money. I think this is obviously one of the trade. And the only thing that I did was whenever I see some bit of a downward movement, and I was following this anyway, I have to exit the PE, and then I started entering a little bit of a for OTM PEs, and then see if I can bring some closure. I think when market started falling here, I started again at 22500 PE, and then slowly started moving up, and that's where I ended up with this particular straddle. I think that's what has happened. And also I did the Nifty. Nifty, unfortunately, while I ended up in green, but then Nifty also started falling down, which I did not expect today because yesterday that Hindenburg report came up, and then so that's the reason there is a pretty much downward trend. I think today domestic and both the foreign investors must have been selling. That's the reason market perhaps fell down quite a bit. Yesterday, it is very evident that the DIS actually saved the day. There was some bit of a fall, but there was some up move, and then after that, there was some bit of a selling. But today, I don't think there is anybody there to rescue the market. That's what which happened. I think that's the pretty much that's the trade. But let me get on to some of the trades that I did, and let's go. So as I said, profit really doesn't matter. We get one day, lose one day, but so these are all the multiple trades that I did, and I also crossed. I think I reached about about 1863 orders today, which is quite high. But anyway, that's all right. So I can't help much. So here, as you can see here, I think it's very difficult to explain the trades now. But then I started with 23,200 CE. You can't see this in the screen, but after the 23,100 CE and then 23,050 CE, slowly I started moving a lot more closure. 22,900 CE and then eventually 22,800 CE gave some money, and then as I said, I also had this 22,800 PE, which I lost about 1.83 lakhs. And that's part of the game, so we can't do much. And again, 2750 PE also I lost money, and then 22,700 PE also I lost money. But yeah, I started gaining money on the CE side. That's what it saved the day. Okay. All right. So I think the CE, if you really look at 22,200 CE, 1.13 lakhs, which you can't see in the screen. But 23,100 CE, about 1.42. Again, I think probably I'll not discuss about the profits, but the SN series, I started moving the positions a lot more closer to how the market is moving. And I think the max got about 22,650 CE, and which is 4.42, and then eventually, as I said earlier, so this in fact was earlier my one of the sell position, but then eventually I had to make it as a hedge. That's where you got to see buy position still open, and then eventually, as I said, I got into this strangle, and you see 22,600 CE, it did not much of money, but that the reason was there was I actually made money, but then eventually there was some bit of a movements here and there. That's where I lost there. But I think that's the trade at this point of time. So this is the hedge 22,800, but on the P side, this is the hedge 22,550. And then, yeah, as I said, this is the straddle that I ended in the day. So when the straddle was there, I think mostly I was hovering around the 22,650 CE. That's what which I did. And I think the Nifty trades are straightforward. I thought I will carry forward some of these positions, but finally I gave up. And yeah, I lost heavily on the 24,050P. I was expecting a bit of a turn back, but unfortunately that did not happen. But eventually I thought I will exit. And towards the end, I was actually on these two trades, so 23,950 PE, which gave about 13,000, but one of these trades. But anyway, eventually Nifty also gave some money. I think overall it's about 11.03. I think overall good day. Yesterday I couldn't record. Yesterday mid-cap Nifty, there was a reversal, and then while I started in a positive note, but then after getting about 3 lakhs, I again entered some trades in 2 o'clock, or probably little before that, I think. So that gave me a loss of about 5 lakhs overall. So whatever I gained also I lost. So that's fine. So today I recovered. I think that's all for today. And have a great day. And if you have any doubts, so feel free to write your comments on YouTube. And see you all tomorrow. I think with this, probably I reached about my target of 5% in a month. I think I'll do a calculation tomorrow morning. And if it is so, I will have to reduce the trade rest of the month. And anyway, I'm traveling for the long weekend to my hometown. So mostly I'll not do a lot of trades. All right. And have a great day, and enjoy your rest of the weekend and day.